I'm at Chain Reaction with Simon Berry, who's just given a great presentation of the story of Cola Life. Simon, can you give us that in kind of 30 seconds, but then a bit of an update on where things are at now and what happens next?
Well, Cola Life is based on two facts. One fact is that you can buy a Coca-Cola wherever you go, even the most remote parts of developing countries. And in these same areas, 1 in 5 children don't make it to their 5th birthday. They die of very simple causes like dehydration from diarrhea. So the idea is that you put the medicines or other products in that could save their lives, you put that in with Coca-Cola. So wherever you can buy Coca-Cola, you can get some basic medicines to stop children dying. What's happened? Well, we put this idea out onto the internet. People have challenged it. They've come back with modifications of the idea. So the idea's got better and better. Our confidence has got stronger and stronger because we've got real experts involved in the group online, logistics experts, health experts, design gurus, and so on. So our confidence has grown. We have got a commitment from Coca-Cola to try out the ideas behind Cola Life. So not actually a commitment to implement what we want them to implement, but at least they're engaged and they're responding positively to the idea. We were trying to do the whole thing without creating an organisation, but the problem we found was that meant that we couldn't inject much pace into the idea other than just getting it started. So we have now set up an organisation. It's just a shell. We haven't got a bank account or anything yet, or a board, but it's ready to take the idea to the next stage. And the next stage is getting some designers to look at the aid pod. This is the thing that fits between the necks of the bottles and would carry the social products, the medicines and other products. Get some designers to look at that and create some prototypes, test those prototypes in the field, and then manufacture thousands of them so we can go to Coca-Cola and say, right, here we are, here are the pods, now let's properly test this idea. The other angle is the design of the processes. We feel very strongly that the aid pod idea and the distribution of these social products should be in the same ethos as Coca-Cola. In other words, it should be driven by finance. People should make money out of distributing these aid pods. So those are the two big challenges, and we're now raising or trying to raise funding to take that forward. I'm going to give up my day job in June to dedicate myself full time to this because I feel that it's a sort of now or never moment.
So Cola Life's been quoted as an example of an unorganisation, what you can do using free internet tools, volunteers, and indeed made fantastic progress in that. But you're now meeting the more conventional organisational challenges, I guess.
Yes, I think we are. And one of the key things is, do we become a charity or not? And of course, when you become a charity, the whole structure changes. The control is different, and so we're not quite sure whether we want to be a charity or not yet, but we might have to be. I mean, it may be that the funders we're seeking would need us to be a charity in order to support us, in which case we will have to become one. Another thing that really struck me when I was putting the presentation together for Chain Reaction is how technology's changed. Because when I had this idea in 1988, the only bit of technology I had up in northeast Zambia was a telex machine, and I was powerless. What Cola Life has shown is that you can use tools, anyone can use these tools now to convene people around an idea, test that idea, build the idea up so it's better and better, and actually get people's attention. And that is a real change that's happened over the last 10 years or so.
Big step, giving up the day job and becoming, director of a maybe charity, maybe a social entrepreneur, maybe a whatever. What support can people now give you to help you keep going?
Well, I'm trying to look for some funding to develop those threads those design threads, the design of the processes, the design of the pod, and I'd really like that all to happen in Africa. And I'm also looking for someone to pay the bills, just to allow me to keep my head above water while this goes on. So, funding support is what we're after now to enable. But I'm going to give up the job anyway. I'm going to try to make this happen. And I think if I don't do it now, I'll regret it forever.